Redmi Note 8 Pro is a phone that many have been waiting for and many have already bought. And finally, this phone is on my channel. According to the characteristics, this is almost a gun. This phone has everything including NFC and even a macro camera. This is a global version. I was waiting for it for a couple of months, and as soon as it appeared, I immediately bought it. And before we get into a quick review, let's talk about money first. At the time of video recording, this phone global version can be bought for $257. And also, guys, I bought a good Nilkin case for myself just for $7, and I hope to receive it soon in the near future. Next, if you want to save money and buy a Chinese version because it costs $40 cheaper, you can do that, and even NFC will work, but Google Pay will only work on a global version with a locked bootloader. And this means that you will need to unlock the bootloader, install global ROM and then lock bootloader. And I would say that this is for those who are not afraid of difficulties. And besides, not all LTE bands will work on Chinese versions of phones, which means that 4G will not work on all operators. Therefore, I advise you to buy a global version phone to avoid problems. Links to the best prices I will leave in the description below. Look there, maybe smartphones had already become cheaper because Xiaomi are getting cheaper pretty quickly. Let's go back to the phone itself. In the box we have the phone, manuals, case, charger, and I want to note that it is 18-watt charger, fast charger and USB-C wire. On the phone itself there is a sticker about its coolest features, 64 megapixels, a huge Full HD Plus display with Corning Gorilla Glass 5, a water-cooled Helio processor and a 4500 mAh battery with fast charging capabilities. The first thing that I would like to note is the color that I chose. I'm not just mentioning it because it's beautiful, but because it does not collect any fingerprints. And I want to emphasize one more time, no fingerprints at all. With this color, even scratches will not be visible and the smartphone will remain like new much longer than green or black. And by the way, look at the red rays of the sun reflecting. I've never seen it before. Very pleased with the color choice. Second, its size. Compared to Redmi Note 7 and Redmi Note 8, it is bigger and heavier and it really feels. Thirdly, after I turned on the smartphone, I immediately noticed that bezels of the smartphone became much smaller than on Redmi Note 7. And the screen is noticeably larger. It may not be completely correct to compare it with Note 7, but I just cannot compare it with anything else because the previous Redmi Note 7 Pro looked exactly like the usual Redmi Note 7. The camera drop looks nicer than in previous model. The corners have become smoothed and more elegant. And this is IPS Full HD Plus, 6.5 inches. The screen produces an excellent picture, it's bright in contrast and it's a pleasure to look at the screen. Fourth, let's talk about how phone looks. Below we have a 3.5mm jack, a microphone hole and a speaker with Type-C. On the right side, as usual, there are 3 buttons, and on the left, combined SIM tray, despite the fact that in Redmi Note 8, SIM tray is not combined. It's a pity that this is not here in Redmi Note 8 Pro. Please note that there is a rubber seal on the tray to prevent moisture from entering. Above we have an air blaster and another hole for the microphone. The back side and the front are covered by Corning Gorilla Glass 5. On the front side, in addition to the camera, there is also a notification indicator, which is good news. On the back side there is a camera unit with a fingerprint scanner. What can I say about the scanner? In many reviews I heard about its bad location, and reviewers say that cameras will get dirty because the scanner is located right below the cameras. Maybe it will be so, we will find out during every day, but for now it feels like it is located in the very right place. As for the speed of the scanner, there is no question, just look at the lightning speed. I really like very much how looks this block of cameras. I find it aggressively bewitching, and here we have, well, almost a complete set of cameras, right up to macro photography. I will show examples of photos a little later. Let's talk about specifications. They are in front of your eyes, and here everything is very good, and I want to note something. Well, firstly, this is a processor, MediaTek G90T, which previously Xiaomi did not allow itself. Fast internal memory UFS 2.1, NFC with Google Pay, and a 4500 mAh battery, which can be charged faster by 18-watt charger. Soon on my channel you will see a video with battery test, and then we will see how many hours of the screen on time this smartphone's huge battery can show. And we will find out if the MediaTek is more greedy. About MIUI 10 I will not particularly tell a lot, you already know everything about it. I want to note that the smartphone's interface is fast and there is no annoying struggling. And guys, we also have a loss here on this phone. Dialer was changed and now you cannot record calls in MIUI anymore, and this appear in global versions of these smartphones. And I think that in Xiaomi smartphones we will not see call recordings anymore. This is frustrating, but as I know, in many developed countries recording calls is prohibited by law. Previously Xiaomi for some reason did not pay attention to it, but now apparently something has changed. Briefly about the cameras. Main camera is 64 megapixel, and surprisingly this camera really gives out a slightly improved picture. Here's also a macro lens and a lens with an ultra-wide angle. No telephoto camera here, and there's a lens for determining the depth of blurring background.
Ну что ж, съемка ночная 4К 30 FPS. Немножко пройдемся. Первые кадры, которые я делаю с этим смартфоном. Машины проезжают. Баланс белого очень даже красивый. На экране, во всяком случае, реальные цвета отображаются. Так, это Full HD 60 FPS. Немножко подпрыгивает фокус, мне так кажется. Ну, фокусировка не проходит. О, фокусировка проходит. Ну что ж, а это Full HD уже 30 FPS. Оценим фокус. Вот почему-то на 30 FPS всегда фокус гораздо быстрее.
Okay, what can I say? This is a fantastic phone and I liked it very much. Now this phone will be my daily driver, and of course you will see more videos with his participation on my channel. That's it guys, subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet, and have a nice day!